nest orchestrated by natural selection. The ruthless invader arrives at the threshold of tender life. The deadly white-striped head peers over the edge of the nest, transforming a safe canopy haven into a chilling stage for the food chain. The ruthless intrusion instantly summons nature's wrath as the enraged mother bird descends like a thunderbolt, igniting a frantic aerial clash that sends the thief plummeting from the canopy. Surviving the horrifying plunge unscathed, the relentless survivor proudly clutches its hard-won meal. It vanishes into the arid brush, carrying with it a stolen life. Fleeing the scene with its stolen prize, the honey badger wastes no time. It consumes the fragile chick on the baked earth, a brutal reminder that in the savannah, one life is extinguished so another may endure. But retribution falls swiftly from the sky. The secretary bird, a towering avian predator, descends with righteous fury, turning the dusty, tranquil plains into a chaotic gladiator's arena. The bird unleashes a barrage of devastating stomps, its long legs acting as lethal pistons. Yet the badger, armed with indomitable courage and a remarkably thick, loose hide, absorbs the punishing blows. It is a spectacular clash of distinct evolutionary marvels. The bird strikes with tactical precision from above, while the low-slung badger counters with explosive aggression and a fearless, hissing defiance. Dust billows as the struggle intensifies. It is no longer just a fight for a stolen meal, but a primal testament to the sheer, unyielding will to dominate the harsh landscape. The secretary bird briefly takes to the air, using gravity to amplify the force of its relentless kicks. The dry earth billows into dust, masking a deadly dance where a single misstep means death. A momentary, breathless pause in the chaos, eyes locked. Two of Africa's most formidable fighters assess each other, neither willing to concede even an inch of this blood-stained earth. In a sudden flash of raw defiance, the badger's powerful jaws clamp violently onto the bird's scaly leg. The dynamic of the battle shifts in an instant, setting the stage for a grim, unfolding struggle. Summoning a final, desperate surge of adrenaline, the grounded avian giant momentarily breaks free to launch one last defiant strike, only to be dragged mercilessly back into the dust by the inescapable grip of its foe. Stripped of its aerial advantage, the towering secretary bird is dragged violently back to earth, thrashing in a chaotic storm of feathers as the badger's vice-like grip grounds its formidable foe. In a masterclass of predatory instinct, the low-slung warrior swiftly climbs the thrashing body, instinctively targeting the throat to silence the panicked frenzy of its opponent. The once majestic steps of the savannah's elegant hunter now fade into tragic spasms, a stark testament to the unforgiving rule that sheer willpower often triumphs over physical stature. Claiming its monumental prize, the badger must now expend colossal energy to move a carcass that heavily outweighs it. But this mythical display of physical prowess is driven by a higher calling, providing for its vulnerable cub. Guided by an infallible internal compass, it hauls the fallen giant towards its subterranean nursery. This is no longer just a hunt, but a vital delivery of life-sustaining nourishment, hidden from the opportunistic eyes of other scavengers. Time has passed, and the fragile newborn is now an apprentice of the wild. Emerging from the subterranean shadows, mother and cub step onto the unforgiving stage of the savanna, ready for a crucial rite of passage. To survive here, instinct must be honed into deadly skill. Their path crosses with a dazzling male agama lizard, a vibrant flash of color that presents the perfect yet feisty first target for the young predator. The lesson unfolds like an eager game of tag. The cub launches a clumsy, tumbling pursuit, completely bewildered when the agile lizard bravely stands its ground, a gentle reminder that the wild is full of surprises. Through a cloud of dust and comic scuffles, the young explorer's sheer persistence pays off. It manages to pin down the reptile, tasting the dry earth and the sweet, overwhelming pride of its very first catch. With a final, determined effort, the lesson is sealed. The cub proudly claims its tiny prize, marking a heartwarming milestone in its journey from a dependent toddler into a confident creature of the wild. After such excitement, the vast savanna can be overwhelming. The fiercely protective mother gently scoops up her exhausted little student, showing that beneath her tough exterior lies an endless well of maternal tenderness. They vanish into the safety of a new burrow, wrapping up a day of discovery.
এইরকম ভিডিও পেতে পেজটা ফলো করে পাশে থাকেন।